The master bedroom in the Dower House is almost complete. We have accomplished so much since we started working on this room and the walk-in closet. We've raised the ceilings, put in carpet, picked out a bed, then changed our mind about it, and designed what will eventually hold the curtains for the window. We still need to make the curtains, dress the room, and install the coving, or crown moulding as it's also called, along the ceiling.
However, we discovered a while back that we might be in over our heads when it comes to installing the coving. But I have a plan to surprise Dean by working it out first downstairs, where it's also needed. So my mission this morning is to try to put all the coving, which is going to take me, I think, a huge amount of time to try to surprise Dean. We've never put coving before, so he probably thinks that we need somebody, but I've watched some YouTube videos, so I want to kind of like, get it done. And I'm going to start marking it all up, trying to work out the pieces I need, the cuts and blah, blah, blah. And then I'm giving myself, I was going to say 3 hours, maybe 5 hours. And let's see how we get on.
So you can see we've got the coving up, but it nearly ended our relationship because I didn't want to do it because I knew it was going to be difficult. And Borja was like, no, we can do it. Anyway, effing and blinding, he got it up, but we've just said to one another, well, he said to me, I don't want to do it anymore. So we should have. The company that provided it to us said to us, we can provide an installer in your area. And we're like, no, we can do it ourselves. Okay, this is one job that we can't do ourselves. So we've got it up. We're starting to paint it up. It's going to look okay, but it could be better. It was really tough. It's just the joints. The joints are really hard to do. So the master bedroom upstairs, we're going to get someone in. And also for the open plan, we're going to get someone in. So we've got the cornice in, but they need to come back, annoyingly, next week to do all the filling on it. But it's still already looking really good. And then we've also got it in the bedroom as well. And this is the lovely curtain track detail that we've done, which will allow us to remove this and have curtains so you can see the full length of the window. So yeah. So I'm planning to put these ceiling rows up, but what I want to do is make sure it's bang on in the center. So I could measure it, I could do all this, but I put a string line to the corners and I can work out exactly where it is. So I know that I need to adjust this cable a little bit, because if this rose is not center, you're going to see it and it's going to look silly.
So we are adding ceiling rows, and then he's adjusting the cable to make sure it's bang on in the middle. Obviously this is how he's worked out, which I think is very clever, where the center point is. String in each corner, from corner to corner. And then we have a ceiling rose that is from a company called Orac Deco, which we have used in our place in Spain about 8-9 years ago.
Yeah, they're actually the exact same ceiling roses we're putting up here.
Yeah, same ones in Spain, and we just really love them. They're kind of like simple but good size, and yeah, they're great. He's checking the job.
So we decided to go with this product because, unlike plaster ceiling roses, which are beautiful, they're heavy and they're quite hard to like position up and hold in place. This is like in between plaster and polystyrene. So polystyrene is just way too light and it crumbles. This is kind of like a resin, but it's very, very lightweight, which means all we have to do is use their kind of glue product, glue around it, fit it up, and then it's in place, which is great. And it will make a difference straight away. We're going to paint this the same colour as the walls.
Yeah.
Yes, we are.
He agrees. Oh, nice. Dean told me that he thinks we need to kind of paint this one the same color as that. Not the frame inside, but just so it kind of like all blends in. And I will be giving a second coat to all of it, and we should be done with this for now. So we're moving on, and yes, you can see we have got an iPad then set up to keep an eye on Dante while he sleeps. It's very simple what Dean is doing, very simple, but very clever. I would have not come up with that. Just putting a little nail in each corner, and then that's the way working out the center. It's very close, but it's not exactly in the center. I'm obsessed with this bed. So glad that we bought it. We still need to faff with this room, and we've got some frames. We're gonna test out if we like them. And then this room is actually really hot. So this is in preparation to have air conditioning, because I mean it's winter, and I have to open the window. Guys, I'm on my way to pick something nice. I'm hoping. We'll see when I get there. We won in the walk-in wardrobe, in the center of the room. It will be really nice to have a beautiful round table that we can put a vase on top, you know, and so I can do my faffing in the spring and the summer. Now, it is hard to find specific things when you have them in your head. So we really wanted to kind of find a nice proportioned Georgian table. Because obviously that is in the Georgian area, and it has found something that is very special. So I'm on my way to get it. We won it on eBay, and I'm just hoping it's as nice as it looks in the pictures. And look at the table. So happy. I put some of Danteo's nappies just because I didn't know if the legs were dirty, but look at that. Isn't it gorgeous? Really nice round Georgian table.
I really wanted the vase from Zara Home, but it was about £85, and I managed to get this from the range for about 20. It's not as nice, but I think it'll do. This is going to eventually go in the closet, I think.
And they are.
Really, isn't it?
I think
it's going to need a rug, I think. Just to ground it, because otherwise it just sits floating at the moment, you know. Oh my god, you use these nappies.
Yeah. ¿Te gusta? ¿Te gusta, Teo? ¿Qué te parece? Sí. Qué bonito. It looks pretty.
Yeah, it's lovely.
Cookie.
Calm yourself, man. The lamp has arrived for the closet, and I'm going to put it up now, and I'm hoping it looks good. We really like the lamp, but not the hook that came with it, so we simply replaced it with a different style hook. The problem is that the lamp uses aged brass, so we need to age the brass on the replacement hook to match them.
So I'm going to show you very easily how to age brass. Now, I'm hoping that this is actual brass thing because it's bought it.
I think it was cheap.
So, super easy. I'm using a bag, but basically you just need a sealed container. So I am placing inside the brass hook
And the screws, yeah.
although you're only gonna see that.
Yeah.
You just need vinegar. It could be white. Normally you still use white vinegar, but the whole thing is basically you put vinegar, and the fumes of the vinegar, when it's sealed, will create that environment that will start much faster the aging process of the vinegar. So can you see? There's just the vinegar inside. We will leave it for a few hours, and that will start to tarnish. We buy some beautiful light that they make them like easier to install, and by that is like the top end that you meet the ceiling it tends to be like quite bulky and not very nice. So Dean's found these, and that should look much more neater and classic.
Firstly, going to put this hook in that we've replaced, and it's going to hang perfectly over this table with a centerpiece and stuff like that. We also need to raise the height of this mirror door now because we want to put a rug, and it's catching.
So the bedside lamps are finally here. Only the one, still seeing the other one. But it has been a nightmare because I really, really wanted these lamps. These are from Zara Home. You'll see when I open them. Hopefully they're not broken. It's amazing, very big, very large. Each space, it was £100 cheaper each light. It was a lot.
These are very expensive lights.
They were very expensive, yeah. But
it took us about 6 months to decide on them because they're so expensive.
So anyway, what we did, we bought them in Spain, thinking that we could bring them back by plane to save the money.
But look at the size of the box. So we just couldn't.
Yeah, so we unpacked them and we realized that they generally were fragile to be able to transport. And so we were like, okay, so we returned them in Spain. And then I was gonna buy them in England after all of this month, and they were sold out. Sold out. You know, it's not made in England. So I was giving up, I was looking at different options, but I didn't like anything as much as I do like that because I pictured it in my head. And last night I was like looking, I was like, oh, they're available. So I bought them quickly without even thinking about it. And I thought I was gonna get an email saying like, oh, sorry, there's been a fault, they're not available. But they are, and I've got one.
Okay, well, let's open it up.
Let's open them up.
This is the shade, and this is the lamp. It's big. It's big. It's gonna look so nice. So you need to imagine it with a beautiful side table. And then also you need to imagine it with the other lamp, which still hasn't arrived.
Was it worth it though?
It's gonna look lovely.
Can you now imagine, because can I just say that the informants were like, it's too big, it's too big.
No, what I was worried about was, so this shade is actually 60 centimetres, so even still, I'm a bit worried about it with the side table because the side table's not this deep. You can see it already touches the wall there, so it's very large, basically very large. You can see in relation to the bed.
It's so nice though.
Mm-hmm. We are just chilling on the bed, watching Papa work hard, painting away, aren't we? Enjoying it.
You know, this has been like an ongoing project for quite a while, you know, because this is life now. You know, we've got a kid, we have to kind of work like slowly. Dean's added the picture rail. I am not like ultra convinced about it. I know what Dean is trying to do, which is basically from a room that we raised back the ceilings, but we never raised it to the level that potentially originally would have been known. So trying to add all of that is kind of like challenging. Adding the character, but at the same time having to work with what we have. So I've just started painting it because Dean has assured me that once it's all blended into the wall,
it's just it's basically just a detail. It's not, you know, we're not painting it different colours, we're not painting the upper section a different colour. It's all just going to be the same colour, but just that little shadows of detail which will add to the wall rather than it just being plain. And also once we've added some beautiful like brass hooks with pictures on, I think it's going to look cute.
So we have a baby here, and we have got the curtains, and then we're going to hang these curtains on that track that we have hidden underneath. Now the cable that you see there is because they are automated ones that we have bought. Oh, the views are so good. So once we have got those once we have got those curtains, we will be removing these ones. And imagine when we have got a really nice theme profile or the sash windows with the, you know.
Gotta imagine a lot of stuff.
You have to imagine a lot, but it is slowly going to be getting there. Okay, then try. Oh, soft. Oh my god, I can't, it just feels weird.
You just gotta cut all the hems because that's too low. And also cut the
oh, Danteo.
Oh, you're gonna sew this together.
Oh yes. So I need to sew that together to make the two curtains as one, and then I need to do the bottoms. Oh, it's getting a nice fold.
It should do it once it's gets used to it.
Nice. Wow. Dean. Is that what you imagined? The removal of... That was always temporary, by the way. Just...
Can't actually remember how I installed it.
Look, you see the full window, and you still have got the coving detail, and the curtain is hidden. Wow. Whoa! Wow, oh my god, so much light.
That's taller.
Looks huge now. So to finish off the bedroom, Dante's looking at me like, why are you talking in English? You always speak in Spanish. He's not allowed to watch screens, so when he sees a screen, he's like, oh my god, what is this? Eh? So I'm pinning the curtains, and then he's just sitting down and watching at Papa. Di Papa. 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 Anyway, I'm gonna carry on. Okay, so you probably can see the background is Dean with Anteo. We're trying to kind of keep him entertained at the same. He's been very good so far, bless him. So I think he's just like, his time is like, okay, I'm bored now. Just play with me. I don't want to be playing by myself. So Dean is on that. I'm still like pinning the curtains. I have done them at the bottom. These are off-the-shelf curtains. That is the most affordable way. This one is one of the curtains that we actually really like. We like the material. We like how it's like shaped, and the cost is very affordable. We bought 2 pairs because what we like is to just have them hanging in here. If it's the 2 of them, it looks expensive because there's a lot more material. But of course, what I need to do is join them. So I've never done that before. So I need to join, basically, you can see these are 2 pairs of curtains. I'm going to join them together. You will only see the join when it's closed. But when it's open, we will make sure that the join of the 2 curtains is within the fold on the inside. So you wouldn't see that. So I'm just going to pin them both together from behind, and then I will do that sewing. Once that is done, is in place, I will sew the bottom section. But I'm not a professional sewer. I've only sewn out of wanting to learn how to do it, just to know that I can do it. So it takes me a much, much, much longer time than a normal person that does it all the time. Okay, so I've done the joints. I've done it twice to make sure they're strong and it looks good. I'm just finding out what I am doing wrong as I'm going. So I've done this, but now what happens is like, how do I finish this off? And I realized that this top section, which is where you hook the things, have a knot lining up. So I think I'm gonna have to remove them both to redo it again. So I'm not really sure how to do that. But the join of the 2 curtains is looking good. And also remember this is going to be on the inside. I was just saying to Dean that I remember that we actually paid for curtains to be made in Spain in our bedroom. And it was a lot of money. And I was saying just before I discovered this, it's like, if I only had a sewing machine at the time and I learned how to do it, I could have done it myself. But now, look, this is basically what is happening. I joined them, now I have a lot of excess. So yeah, I don't really know how to do this. I will work it out. Yeah, I'll work it out. Yes, I know, it is done. I am still at it. But I'm gonna do it tonight, even if I go to sleep late, because I'm already like on my sewing mode. I feel like I'm getting there, so why not, right?
Done too. How you getting on here? With your chicken? Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh, that's finished with now, yeah? Finished? Okay, lovely.
Everyone's gone to sleep, but I'm still here. I put these massive curtains now on the floor. I have cut and done the outer side. Now I have to do the lining. So I put it here because it's easier for me. So now what I'm going to do is, you can see I've done this section. So there's a nice finish there. Now the lining shouldn't go over. It needs to basically end here. So I'm gonna use this on the floor. Thankfully we have the space, and I'm going to measure it, pin it, cut it, sew it, and I think that should be done. Guys, it's late, but I've done it. I'm just tidying up now, just to make sure that tomorrow it's all nice and tidy. Dean is hanging the curtains, and tomorrow I will steam them and I will show you. I'm personally really proud. I just do the sewing because I just one of those people that I just don't like not knowing how to do something. So I'm like, that can't be that difficult. So I have a go, and so far I can do cushions and curtains. So who knows, you know, maybe when I have time in my hands, I will be making Danteo's wardrobe, you know, clothing. I mean, I've always actually really wanted to do that, especially baby stuff, but you know, I think it's gonna be too late. Maybe when I have grandkids, if I ever have grandkids, I will do that. So I said I was gonna do this tomorrow, but he's too excited. It's very late at night. He just put it on and it just looks really good. I'm gonna quickly show you. Look at the folds. So good. Look at the bottoms. It looks really good. Anyway, we're gonna get these, and then we're really for real, we're going to bed. This is typical us doing it because it's like, it's too excited to wait.
We are so happy with how our bedroom has turned out. The beautiful bed we found, the amazing bespoke side tables, the picture rail, the curtains, all the little details we have added really set the tone and tie the room together. The walk-in closet couldn't have turned out better, and we finally have a place to store all our clothes. We still need to finish the master bathroom, but this bedroom and closet is what we've been missing for a long time, and it feels amazing to have them completed.